Here's Brody Brazil.
You know, in recent times and months, I've pretty much stayed entirely away from this subject and this conversation. Because quite honestly, what does it matter what Warriors owner Joe Lacob said more than a year ago about potentially or not buying the Oakland A's to keep them in the East Bay? And I'm not dismissing his interests or what he's capable of. I'm only saying that it happened so long ago, and so much has happened with the baseball team since then. They've literally unrooted themselves from Oakland. They're desperately seeking relocation in Las Vegas. And we haven't heard much from Joe Lacob about his continued interest or potential or where he stands on this until the other day. It reemerged, and because of that, we're here to talk about it. Now, the backstory goes like this. He's in San Francisco at Chase Center as part of a press conference to introduce the Bay Area's new WNBA team. By the way, congrats on that. Fantastic. He might have known that questions like this were coming. He could have also chose to just stay away from it. I'm here for basketball, not the baseball stuff. But he answered some questions, and what I really want you to pay attention to is he playing checkers here? Or was he playing chess with his comments? Now, these questions and answers came in a group setting, but I'll take the coverage from John Shea in the San Francisco Chronicle. John wrote this: a couple years ago, Lacob went on record saying he had a standing offer to buy the A's and would keep the team in Oakland. But that was before A's owner John Fisher committed to relocating to Las Vegas. Lacob, owner of the Golden State Warriors, was at a Thursday news conference at Chase Center to announce a WNBA expansion team is coming to San Francisco. Afterward, he was asked about the possibility of further elevating his Bay Area sports footprint by buying the A's, should they come up for sale. Here we go. Quote, "We've over the years been obviously very interested," Lacob said. "You all know that I've said it. And if for whatever reason John Fisher decided it wasn't going to work, sure, we might be interested. But I'm not like throwing my hat in the ring, and I don't want Major League Baseball to be mad at me either. So I don't want to get in their way." Again, checkers or chess? He could have entirely stayed away from this, but he didn't. In my opinion, he's doubling down. He's reminding people. He's at least bringing this back into the conversation at a most critical juncture. There's a decision to be made by Major League Baseball owners. They're planning within the next 5 to 6 weeks. Mid-November at the owners' meetings in Arlington, Texas. This is an interesting time to bring up what you said before. Now, he didn't bring it up, but he also didn't shy away from answering it. John Shea in the Chronicle says this: Lacob's comments sent a clear message that a local group would be available and ready to buy the A's should John Fisher ultimately sell or should Major League Baseball reject the relocation. An MLB relocation committee is studying Fisher's plan, which needs a 75% vote in favor from league owners to be approved. Commissioner Rob Manfred said what I just said. He would like a vote taken at the November 14th to 16th owners' meetings in Arlington, Texas. So you've heard what Mr. Lacob has said here. He's not done, by the way. Watch how he carefully navigates through all of this. Says almost more than he actually does without saying it, if that makes sense. Quote, "You have to have someone who wants to sell something to be interested in buying it," Lacob said. And John is very interested in being successful. He's dogged about it, and he's going to Vegas as far as I understand it. So I don't want to comment on that because as a person, I hope he's successful. I don't want to get in his way and say anything. But you just did. Again, it's sometimes saying it without saying it. And I also understand Joe Lacob's delivery here. He doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. He doesn't want to upset people. What if it's not buying the A's? What if it's being part of an MLB expansion group in Oakland? There's more quotes to get to here in just a second. He is casually entering the chat, about as smooth and delicate but deliberate as I think you can be here. And we're just reading word for words from quotes. It would have been interesting to see this video, see body language, see what went along with it, but I think you can kind of understand the nature of these comments. But if an opportunity came up for the A's or another MLB team, would we be interested? We might. So I think the other opportunity, like I said, a different MLB team, is he really trying to buy the Angels? I mean, maybe not. Is he trying to buy another team that could be up for sale in the near future? I don't know about that. I think that other MLB team that was so slightly referenced was the possibility of expansion in Oakland. My ultimate takeaway from all of this is that, again, Joe Lacob could have said nothing. He could have avoided all of this, could have stayed away from it entirely. But knowing the timeline, knowing the situation, and also knowing the other people involved, and without stepping on their toes, he wanted to put himself and his group back in the conversation. What does it hurt? What does it cost to at least remind people of where you're at? Nothing. And I don't think that he really offended anybody either in the process. He's there. He exists. He might, with his group, be interested, and mostly for people in the Bay Area, they're interested in anybody who would keep the A's in Oakland or bring a new Major League Baseball team to the East Bay. I'm pretty sure you won't hear anything from Lacob from here on out. It's just that right then and right there, he was set up for this opportunity and he didn't shy away from it. You made it here to the end of the video. Thumbs up on it down below. That would greatly help me out. And also don't forget, subscribe to this channel so I can definitely see you back here next time.